As a YouTuber, I'm much like a rat in New York City. I'm unwanted. Filmmakers are actually creative. They create such beauty you wouldn't believe it, especially the independent ones that are commenting on YouTube and saying, does this guy even film make? So when Sirui invented the first ever anamorphic lens with autofocus, I was like, Fuji Magic, anamorphic, 6.2K open gate, de-squeezing, potential, slow motion street videography, a review, not sponsored at all. Wow.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So full disclosure, this video is not sponsored. They did send me money. I do get to keep the lens, and they are flying me to Paris to taste one of their chef's special dishes. It's a dessert. My first impression, ouch. These geared little things, kind of pinking my little finger there. Sharp, ow. That would kind of suck, but whatever. They say on the site, like, it's so compact, you wouldn't believe it. It's quite hefty for like a normal lens. For anamorphic style, okay. Right now we're on the Canon C70 50mm 1.2 because I was curious, what would this actually be? Because it's a 40mm 1.8. But like with anamorphic de-squeezing, things get weird. You can't just, it should be a 61mm, but is it? No, it's like way wider. I don't know how that's gonna work, so we're about to switch to it and then we'll go outside, test some stuff. But like, anamorphic? Anyone? What is this? Oh wow, that is squeezy. So it looks like there's a lot more space, a lot of weird things happening. I don't know what to think about this. What is the tonne doing? That's a strange shape. What is that? You can't get that close. Wow. Okay, so first impression, I'm squeezed. This is what it looks like straight out of camera. And I'm like, uh-oh, what do? I had to Google some stuff. So like you do a little 1.33 times thing in a right click like fashion, and then you get to a semblance of dignity. Black bars upon us. Interesting, there's clicky noises, a little bit. How's the stepping motions? Is it better than any Fuji lens? We'll test the 3D pop because it's a strange formula. There's 16 elements. That's a lot, man. So like the odds are already not in your favor. And then it's like one aspherical, 5 cylindrical elements. I don't know what the hell those even are. I don't know if there's any ED glass in there. Is there any high refractive index to counter the ED, erectile dysfunction glass? I doubt it. But side by side with that loser, he's not even a Fuji. I can now use my Fuji again. Oh, that is so exciting. So I want to see, we all know what's gonna happen outside. I'm gonna go do my slow motion street videography. 90% of it's gonna be out of focus. Hopefully there's enough in so we can see. There's gonna be some flares. Can we do a flare? That's not sharp enough to be a thing. I got the neutral flare version. That ain't it. Come on. Come on, that's pointed right at you. Come on, where is it? Come on, man. This is 6K files. This ProRes. I'm wasting so much file space. I can't handle this. Why isn't there any flares? We'll go outside. Sunny day. There's bound to be something. All right, testing minimal focus distance. Not really a macro lens. These are all movies, by the way. I don't read, don't know how to read, don't plan on it. How's the stabe? In a panning-like fashion. Wow, well, that's good times. This would be macro, but it is not. Wow, that's, yeah, you're not getting no macro, no anamorphic macros happening in your life. Tonne balls are interestingly shaped, hexagonal patterns, and apparently lens flares do not exist and are impossible to acquire. Just a little side rant before we go outside. Fuji, you're amazing. I love your colors. You're fun. You're light. You're way lighter than my Canon. I want you in my life. But you suck. I've sold most of your lenses. I'm about to sell the body most likely. My only option of staying in Fuji, there's two. Downgrade the XH2s to a XS20. Distract them with autofocus tests. Or we go medium format with a GFX 100S original. Phase detect. Potential magic there. Can you even believe it? Because every time I use a Fuji, there's still this APS-C cheapness that I don't see even in the Canon, which is APS-C. But imagine medium format Fuji. Then you're bigger than full frame. You have no argument. That with Fuji color. Are you joking? Why haven't I done it? Because they have no 3D pop lenses. You suck, Fuji. I'll never enter your life. I'm leaving now. Good. I don't know if 1 second of anything I just did was in focus, but it could have been, and the cinema might have been ours. There's bound to be at least one flare in that whole segment. I want to do a little experiment. We're in 6K. This is why they say, open gate, it's so good for anamorphic, bro. You have no idea what you're doing. I want to switch to 4K and see. I think it'll be even wider and better. Is there a 3D pop though? That's, I almost died by a tree. Are we popping right now? I'm doubting that could be happening, but you never know. I'm gonna switch to 4K, review all the footage so far, and give you my thoughts. Hexagonal Tonys. That's something different. Okay, let's just see it. 4K, what happens? DCI 4K, that is. Oh, you did not see that coming. So did things get even wider and more black bars, or what? Am I imagining that? It's a fun little lens. It's nice to have the Fuji. I'm definitely not selling it tomorrow. I would never do that. But anamorphic. This is what most movies are shot on. I ain't hating it. I ain't minding. This is a bad shot. I didn't know where else to go. I'm cold. This was my original shot. I saw a sliver of light come in and I was like, come on, right? You know what I mean? Little path, little 3D popping path. There's pink on that path. She's walking in the pink. You see it. I'm gonna go home. Not bad, Sirui. Not bad at all. The autofocus, it's Fuji's fault. I don't blame Sirui one bit. Sirui always comes to the table and plays a game of hot dog pitch. So my honest thoughts about this lens, first ever anamorphic lens, I like it. It looks like a movie, does it not? Like outside in the snow, even though that background, there was nothing there, it looked like a movie. If I would have made a scene, that's like beauty. That's anamorphic details. I just made a video on my Vegetable Police channel in the kitchen. I was like, that's a movie. That is downright movie-like. Just those black bars. I mean, could you just replicate it on yourself? You put the black bar? Yeah, you could. Now, just a little side rant about the open gate versus regular 4K. That's the fuss y'all make. Oh, open gate's so good for anamorphic. You wouldn't believe it. We need that. You didn't need anything. I just got less black bars. That's all I got. Same width. Like, what'd you lose? Oh, I get more height to do what with? Nothing. Open gate. That's the dumbest thing. Make a 16:9 sensor, and then boom, Canon C70 does open gate the proper way. Wide. Your monitor's wide. Your phone's wide. Your ass is wide. This shot's not wide enough. I can walk. For a good 10 minutes, I timed it. So it's a good lens. Takes you a while to get out of your own shot. It's a good lens. Anamorphic. Wide angle. Still in. Don't focus on the background. No. So it's sharp. It autofocuses okay. Fuji's never going to autofocus. It's probably worse than even the Fuji lenses, but yeah, it's not perfect, but that's mostly Fuji's fault. And it's good enough. It's heavy. The manual focus feels nice. It's not too long of a throw. The only thing I didn't like is if you were actually holding it, like my knuckle was hitting those gears and they're sharp. It's not comfortable. And I love that there's an autofocus manual focus switch on the lens. Most Fuji lenses don't have that, and you got to press the button, move a wheel. This is just boom, peaking goes on, automatic fun. So if anamorphic lenses are your thing, now you can autofocus with one. Thank you, Sirui, for sending it to me and paying me lots of money. And I await my golden flight to the chef. And thank you for that. Coming soon. And Bitcoin is up that way. I have done my due diligence. Review confirmed. Shill tubing hard. 2025. All right. Subscribe for more videos.